And this is the replay for Joel.
And I told you, has a great air game. Went to the alley-oop and stuck it too. You have got to be kidding me.
We've had quite a few of the women's surfers qualify throughout this course of the event, but there still is some spots left open. We might check out those rankings right now and see if there's any more room to move. We see there, so Sally Fitzgibbon's out in lead, Bella Kenworthy also through, Isabella Nichols now into third place. But below that, it's still so tight. So Nadia Aristabe and Erin Brooks currently holding those positions, but look at those tight sort of positions down there, Chico. Luana Silva, Vivian Fierro. With Brazil coming up, there's still, those two spots open. It's going to be a right battle for it, isn't it?
Yes, it will, and Saquarema is such a sketchy spot. You never know what's going to happen. There's always underdogs doing well there, so you can expect some changes in the rankings.
Interesting, Erin Brooks, who's one of the superstars of the sport, won the CT as a wildcard in Fiji, and yet now she'll be going to Brazil. She'll be nervous. She would have wanted to wrap it up here. Instead, she's going to be feeling the pump.
Yeah, so there's been 5 events so far. Sally with 2 wins, and then Bella, Isabella, and Erin have taken the rest. Sort of feels like Erin's very, very close to being there. Nadia Aristabe is well and truly under pressure, and basically anyone you see on that page with a win in Rio is going to shake things up.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight battle as we go down. Also, in the men's, obviously, there's 10 surfers that qualify for the CT based on the Challenger Series ratings. So it's a bit more opportunity. We've seen quite a few go through this week. The Brazilians predominantly have done really well. We saw Samuel Pupa. We mentioned Alea Muniz, of course, and Ian Gavia's already there. But the bracket here is a bit more of a shaking up. Callum Robson, for example, on the basis of his final today, he's probably been the big jump. He's just below this thing. Who else here can you see sort of holding on to their spot, Chico? That's top 3 all covered off, but you reckon Miguel Pupos too? He's pretty in a good spot.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like you might be a bit stressed if you're Joel, Alan, Michael, Jackson. Those guys, they're right on the money, on the cusp to qualify, and with Brazil coming up and guys like Callum just making huge jumps on the rankings, they must be feeling. They must be coming in with a lot of confidence there. So,
and of course Joel Vaughan, Benzie, he's another big jumper up until 9th on the rankings. He was way down, so he got to the semi-final. He's one to watch as well.
Yeah, huge move for Joel. You look at Alan Cleland, he's got that 10,000 point win at the US Open and not much before that. So he's actually in a good position because he can very easily add to his total with a decent result in Rio. I think when we go to the next page, we'll see Mikey Madonna's a little bit the same as well.
Yeah, there's 7 spots still for grabs, so it's still all to play for, really, when they go to Brazil. They go there tonight, tomorrow. There's no rest. The event kicks off pretty soon, so that's what it's all up for grabs. CT places. But of that top 7, do you think that those guys in the top 10 are the favourites, or any guys lurking below, Chico, that you got your eye on?
Well, I think on the CS, there's of course there's those names that you kind of know and expect they're going to come back on tour, but then there's a big list of other guys that are so talented that can win any event. So you can see a guy coming from the round of 80 and just cracking and winning the event.
Name, I need a name, please. Come on, who you got?
Anyone, like
no names.
Frederic Moraes, for example.
Okay.
You can win Saquarema.
Benzie, what about you, mate? Who are you backing in Saquarema to get into that all-important top 10?
Well, anyone in the top 20 could, pull one out and get up there. An Aussie like Dylan Moffat is lurking. He's capable. He's surfed in CTs before. There's no reason why he can't do something in those punchier waves. It's still wide open.